Tyrone Bowman live. I'm just going to get to the heart of this story. According to NBC News, Immigration and Customs Enforcement is launching an operation in Chicago targeting undocumented immigrants who committed crimes, the Department of Homeland Security announced Monday, a decision long rumored and opposed by local officials. DHS said the ICE effort is called Operation Midway Blitz and blamed so-called sanctuary policies in Chicago and Illinois. The DHS announcement didn't mention using the National Guard, which President Donald Trump has publicly talked about. Trump has been talking for weeks about possibly ordering federal authorities to Chicago, an effort he has said is intended to fight crime. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, both Democrats, as well as others, have criticized any such move, calling it unnecessary. Chicago doesn't want to see reckless, unconstitutional, militarized immigration enforcement in our city, Johnson said Monday on X. Pritzker said last week that the expected immigration operation was planned to be announced this month, when Mexican Independence Day celebrations are held every year in the city, which has a large population of residents with Mexican origin. Let's be clear, the terror and cruelty is the point, not the safety of anyone living here, quote, close quote, Pritzker said at a news conference last week. Trump campaigned on deporting large numbers of people in the country illegally and has sought to use government funding to punish cities with sanctuary policies, in which local police limit their cooperation with immigration authorities. Proponents of the policies argue that immigration is a federal matter and that local police can't retain the trust of victims and witnesses to crimes while being perceived as immigration agents. DHS cited sanctuary policies in its announcement about the Chicago ICE operation. This ICE operation will target illegal aliens who flock to Chicago and Illinois because they knew Governor Pritzker and the sanctuary policies would protect them and allow them to roam free on American streets, it said. If I recall, it was Governor Greg Abbott from Texas who sent these people to Chicago and Philadelphia and other Democratic cities. People have inconvenient, the so-called convenient lapses in memory when it comes to certain things. That's how it went down. It said the operation was named after Katie Abraham, a 20-year-old Illinois woman who, along with her friend, was killed January in a suspected DUI crash in Urbana that was alleged to have been caused by a Guatemalan man in the country illegally. Senator Dick Durbin objected to the Senate floor Monday to Trump's remarks about Chicago, a crime in the National Guard. Trump had threatened deportation sanctuary on Truth Social, posting an image of himself as a figure in the film Apocalypse Now, but with Chicago as a backdrop instead of Vietnam. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, the post was captioned. President Trump attempted to walk back his comments yesterday, but let's be clear, the President of the United States essentially declared war on America, a city I'm honored to represent, Durbin said. So Durbin accused Trump of targeting Chicago for political theater and said Trump finds objections to crime in communities that are governed by Democrats, but not Republicans. Never surrender, never quit.